Hey guys, Black Forest Labs recently released their latest open-weight text-to-image model called Flux.1 Krea Dev. After some tests, I think this model is better than the Flux.1 Dev model. So, in this video, let's see how we can use this model in ComfyUI. Let's get started. The download links I'm using here are available in the description. If you're already using the Flux.1 Dev model, you might not need to download some of the files. Anyway, let's see what files we need to run the model. First, let's see where we can download Flux.1 Krea Dev. Let's open this link in our browser. Here we go. This is a gated model, so you'll need access permission to download it. If you have a Hugging Face account, log in and apply for permission. If you don't have a Hugging Face account, create one. It's free and the model is free to download. Afterward, go to Files and Versions, scroll down and look for Flux1 Krea Dev FP8. Here is the file. Use the download button to get it. In case you cannot run the full model, you can try the FP8 model of Flux.1 Krea Dev. Let's open this link in the browser. Here we go. This is the FP8 model. Use the download button to download it. And what if you can't run this model either? Well, you can try other quantized models that come as GGUF files. Let's open this link in the browser. Here we have a lot of quantized models, and the lowest one is Q2K, which is around 4 GB. The quality might not be great with this one, but you can try it. As I've said in other videos, try every model and see for yourself what is best for you. Moving on, next we need text encoders. If you're already using Flux.1 models, you may have them. If not, follow me. Let's open this link in the browser. The files we need to download are clip.lsafetensors and T5xxl. If your computer can run the FP16 version of T5xxl, then use that. If not, try the FP8 version of T5xxl. We have two FP8 versions, so I'll be using the scaled one. In case you cannot run these T5xxl models, you can try other quantized models of T5xxl, which come in GGUF format. Let's open this link in our browser. Here, the lowest model is Q3KL. Like before, try every model you can and see what is best for you. Later in this video, I will show you how to use the GGUF models. Next, we need to download the VAE file. Let's open this link in the browser. Here, download the file called AE-Safetensors. After downloading all the files, let's see where we need to put them inside ComfyUI. So let's open the Downloads folder. Here I have the full model of Flux.1 Krea, the FP8 version, and the Q8 GGUF version. Let's select all three of them and cut them. Open the ComfyUI Models folder, then the folder called Diffusion Models, and paste the files there. Next, go back to the Downloads folder. Let's select all the text encoders. Cut these files. Open the ComfyUI Models folder, find the folder called Text Encoders, open it and paste the files. Then go back to the Downloads folder again and cut the VAE file, AE-Safetensors. Open the Models folder of ComfyUI, find the folder called VAE, open it and paste the file. Here I already got one, let's replace it. After that, launch ComfyUI. I've already done that, so let's move on to the ComfyUI interface. First, let's refresh ComfyUI and start building the workflow for using Flux.1 Krea. ComfyUI has a lot of templates these days, so we'll use one specifically made for Flux.1 Krea. Go to Workflow, click on Browse Templates, then click on Flux. If your ComfyUI is up to date, you'll see a template for Flux.1 Krea. Click on it and close the message that pops up. Now, I need to make a few modifications to use the models I downloaded. First, let's look at the Load Diffusion model node. The template uses the FP8 version, but I'm going to change that to the full model. If you prefer to use the FP8 model, you can leave it as is. Next, let's move to the Dual Clip Loader. Here, I'm going to choose the FP8 version of T5xxl. Guys, if your computer can run FP16, use that instead. If you encounter any out-of-memory issues, you can change the device from default to CPU. For the other nodes, I'll keep the original settings. I'll just change the prompt. I've already created one, so I'll just copy and paste it in. The settings look good, so let's generate an image. Click the Run button. Here we go, the generation has finished. Let's open this image in a new tab. As you can see, the model did a really good job. What do you guys think of this image? Let's close this tab and move these nodes around a bit. For more control over image generation, we can add a node called Flux Guidance to the workflow. double-click and search for Flux guidance, then click on it. Connect the conditioning output of the prompt node to the conditioning input of Flux guidance. Then, connect the conditioning output of Flux guidance to the positive input of the K sampler. Now, let's change the value from 3.5 to 4.5. When I've used 4.5 in my image generations, it has helped me get some different results. So, I suggest trying different values here to see for yourself. Let's click the Run button. Here we go. Let's open this image in a new tab. The image does look different, but that's not only because we added the new Flux guidance node, the seed value also changed. I suggest using a fixed seed value and then trying different guidance values to see how it affects your image generation. Now, let's move on to the next topic, how to use GGUF models. For that, you'll need to have a custom node pack called ComfyUI GGUF. If you don't have it, use the ComfyUI manager to install it. Since I've already shown how to do this in other videos, I will skip that part. So, let's see how to use the GGUF model of Flux1 Krea. First, remove or disconnect the Load Diffusion model node. Let's also delete the other nodes we don't need right now. Then, double-click and search for Unet Loader GGUF. Click on it. In the Unet name, select the GGUF model you downloaded. I am using the Q8 model, so I am going to select that one. Next, connect the model output of the Unet Loader GGUF to the model input of the K sampler. Now, let's run the workflow to see the result. And there we go, the generation is finished. Let's open this image in a new tab. As you can see, the Q8 version gives us a great result. Now, what about using the GGUF model of T5XXL? Let's see how to do that. First, I'll close this tab and delete the Dual Clip Loader node. Double-click on the canvas and search for Dual Clip Loader GGUF. Click on it. For clip name 1, select Clip L SAFA tensors. For clip name 2, select the GGUF model of T5XXL. Mine is Q6K, so I'll choose that. Next, change the type from SDXL to Flux. Finally, connect the clip output of the Dual Clip Loader GGUF to the clip input of your prompt node. With that, you could run the workflow to see the result. For the sake of time, I'll skip that step for now. Moving on to the next topic. Do Flux.1 Dev Loras work with the new Krea model? I've tested a few Loras, and some work while others don't. Let me show you how to use a Lora with the Flux.1 Krea model. For this demonstration, I'll be using the non-GGUF models. First, double-click and search for the Lora Loader model only node and add it to the workflow. Connect the model output from the Load Diffusion model node to the model input of the Lora Loader model only node. Then, connect the model output of the Lora Loader model only node to the model input of the K sampler. The Lora I'll be using is called Flux1 Dev Lora Paper Cutout Style. I've already prepared a prompt for this demo. I'll copy and paste it into the prompt box. The trigger word for this Lora is Paper Cutout Style. Now, let's run the workflow to see the result. And here we go. The generation is complete. The result looks pretty good to me. Next, let's try a different Lora called Flux.1 Turbo Alpha. When using this one, we only need about 8 steps in the K sampler, so I'll set that now. I have a prompt ready for testing this Lora. I'll copy and paste it, and I'll also want to keep same seed value for upcoming generation because I want to show you something specific. Let's run the workflow. Here's the result. While the image might look fine, it has a dreamy quality that isn't what I'm looking for. Let's disable the Lora, change the steps back to 20, and run the workflow again. As you can see, this result is much better than the previous one. So, it seems this particular Lora might not be suitable for the Krea model, or maybe it requires different settings. You can try it yourself. The links for all the Loras will be in the description. Let me show you one more thing. I'll use a guidance value of 3.5 and generate another image using the same seed value as before. You can see how the result changes. This one also looks good. So, as I mentioned, try experimenting with different values to see the results for yourself. Thanks for watching. Consider this video as a quick news update. I've been focused on other tutorials, so I haven't had enough time to test this model further. That's all for today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel.